Hello dear students. So today's lecture is depending upon the fourth part of this lecture, which is also the chapter number 9, as I said you, English medium 9th standard. Now in this lecture we'll learn about the basic three topics which I have already mentioned you over the blackboard that you can see behind me. The first topic itself says that the principles related to the international policies. The second is all about the principles related to education and the culture. And then the third one says you that about the principles related to the health policies also. Now these three policies are related to a lifestyle of a human being, because we all are relating with these kinds of three policies for our essential livelihood of our nature. So therefore, if you go more further, we can understand that health policy, education policy or the culture policies are the basic policies which we need to understand about, and we need to get it out also. So therefore, if we move further in this lecture, then we would like to understand, or I would like to understand to you that what are the social policies also. In the social policy, in the previous lecture we discussed about that how everybody should be getting the proper amount of jurisdiction, justice, and everybody is allowed to live their life inside their own way, and they can become economically proper. Also we can say that not only economical proper, they can also get the social justification also, in which we need to understand the brothership also, the brotherhoodship also with each other. That is only the basic thing related to the social policy. So we can say that international policies are also there. Now what are the international basic policies about the political policies to here? So therefore we can say Panchayati Raj are there. You might have understood about the Panchayati Raj, that it should be established by the state, and from which we can say that the state or any part of the department could be working liberally on that here. Now what is the meaning of liberty? Liberty means that when you are actually liberal, and when you are actually trying to make all the opportunities liberal towards yourself or towards any self. As well, if we move further, the Panchayati Raj should be established by the state. Every state should be having some kinds of Panchayati Raj for the people of the leadership, and also we can say that the officers financial aid should be also given to provide the conducting free work, or to conduct a very we can say all the essential things inside any kind of state or its zone also. Second thing, we can say that the state should separate its services from the corporate midness, or we can say midnessness. Means whenever any kind of work is done, that should be started with a great level of the efficiency. It should be not leaded with the mindedness here. So it should be also liberty, and judges can be also impartial. The judgment related to any society, any regarded state and other provinces should be impartial. Impartial leads that whenever any kind of judgment is done, it should be done on the basis of legal proof, ethics, and the basic loyalty to here. It should be not done under the any kind of we can say pressure, bribe, or any kind of other relative factors towards this lesson. So we can say that these are the basic international and the political policies related to the state policy. And if we go more in the detail, then we can say that the judgment, especially the judgment. My dear student, one thing we need to understand, that judgment should be impartial, but it should be fearless to here. Now what is the meaning of fearless judgment? Fearless judgment means that whatever cases are there regarding policy, regarding health, regarding economic, regarding defense, whatever is the policies are there, whatever the regarding you can say factors are there, they should be done impartial, and also without any kind of pressure, without any kind of fear, without any kind of bribe, without any kind of other relative effect, as I said you in my previous example. So we can say the state should make attempt to maintain the international peace also. Whenever a student is leaving India and going to the other part of the nation to get education, then he or she should be getting the proper kind of security also. That is the one of the basic duty of the India, and India should build up the good relation with the other nations, so that our people who are working there, who are learning there, who are helping that kind of countries should be safe enough coming back to the home. So therefore we can say that that is also to maintain the peace, to maintain the security, and to also establish the good relationship between the other zones of the nation. Along with that, it also needs the international respect about the laws here. If we are gonna respect the laws of the international peace and security, obviously they are also going to respect our laws of the international peace and security. Therefore we can say that these are the basic principles, related theories in the international as well as the political state of the policies, or we can say that political policies too here. Now this is not yet end here, we will move to the next one. So next one, you can say that the principles related to the education and the culture. See my dear student, one thing we need to understand, though these are the two basic different names, education and the culture, then also they are actually relating with each other. Now how it is relating with each other, let me define you out here. Education, what we get is actually teaching us what is the culture. As well, same if you go more further, culture, what is that? That is actually, we can say that okay, actually education is teaching us culture, but culture is somehow delivering the education. So therefore we can say that culture is amalgamated into the education right now, as well the education is the key base of the culture. So we can say that they both are different sides of a single coin. So therefore we can say that public wellness should be also there, and we'll read about the public health policies after this example. So focusing on the principles related to economical, or we can say educational, and the cultural policies. Free and compulsory education must be given. Now what is free and compulsory education? It's not like everybody should be getting free and compulsory education. The educative people or the educative sections which are working under the RTE rights, RTC rights, they should be actually providing some kinds of scholarships, benefits, special quota, setting arrangement for the SC, ST, OBC or the Bakshi Panch people, so that compulsory and free education could be given there. Also we can say that child labor should be banned out, so that actually students should go, means kids should be going to the school. When they are going to the school, they will get the proper knowledge, and they'll also increase their capacity of the earning in the future, where they can help the India also by paying the tax amount of good if they are earning well. So that's how we can say that the basic key factor is the development of a country is depending upon the education, educative factor, students and the children. So therefore we need to understand that the constitution is actually making some kinds of group of educations like 6 to 14 year ages mentioned according to the constitution, in which all the students are liable to get the free education if they are coming in the SC, ST, OBC or the general cat or any other categories here. But if they are coming in the proper categories where they are well settled, then they need to pay the fees of the schools also. So apart from that, we can say preserve the protection of the heritage. Okay, then artifacts, monument, cultural places, art, buildings are coming in the cultural factor. If we are living in India, we know that India is India is bounded by the natural boundaries like Himalayas. Also we can say that India is composed of different amalgamating cultures, since from the Dravidian civilization, Aryan civilization or the Sapta Sindhu river civilizations, where the Hindus are called the Aryavratas. So therefore we can say that actually we need to protect this kinds of systematic theory of the cultural heritage, natural heritage and the monumental heritage. So here, so therefore we can say that it should be pre-planned. Now we can say that restoring these kinds of things in the original phrase, or we can say that disposal and deterioration should be also taken care, because most of the buildings in the rainy time, in the summer time, they are actually deteriorating, they are becoming worse enough, they are about to fall down. So government should take care of the ancient monuments too here, as well as the buildings too here, and therefore they should also take care about their architecture style of the devouring also. So therefore we can say that the exaltation, or we can say the shine of the India should not be fading away according to the time, because time is flying very speedily, and we need to protect these kinds of houses, these kinds of monuments, these kinds of buildings, these kinds of manuscripts, written document, artifacts and lots of things, because they are actually one of the displaying focus of our culture, that in which culture we are living and from where this culture came, who were our ancestors. That's also one of the question which we are actually getting the answer from these kinds of monument, building, artifacts and other manuscripts here. So the state should have an aim to preserve the cultural historical legacies. In short, I can say that states should protect these kinds of things. If you are living in the Kalol area, if you are living in the Panchmahal district of Gujarat, we can say near Vadodara, then you must have seen the Pavagadh hills. So government, if they are not taking care of this kinds of hill station, obviously it will be no other place than to visit there, and it will be all becoming the heap of a garbage. As you know that human beings are so selfish, where they are actually going to visit, they are throwing their garbages there only. So we need to understand this theory. Moving further, my dear students, principles related to the health policy. Health is wealth, as we all know that. Without a healthy person's life, we can say that without a healthy body, we are not gonna live or achieve all the successfulness in our life. Even the joy will be not completing out here. So we need to take the health also in the serious matter. Therefore we can say that principles related to the health policies as well the principles that is public wellness, then hygiene should be also prolonged with the provisions of the better nutrition diet, that is food, health amenities by the state of the people should be provided there. Now how the people will be provided these kinds of things by the state government? Just because verification of the farms, verification of the farmers, education to the farmers, and also about the basic general theories about the farmers. Because in this category we can say that whenever we are actually trying to eat something, whenever we are actually trying to grow something, whenever we are actually trying to we can say like try to maintain something, actually it is depending upon the health, but the health is actually related to the farm, and the farm is not protected well. So in this condition we are gonna deteriorate all the health here. Only farm is not necessary, my dear students. The medicines which are also supplied in the internal part of the India or the state of India should be also examined well before they are implemented to be sold out inside the market, because the medicines are also playing a vital role in maintaining our health. Along with that, water facilities should be there, cleanly atmosphere should be there, garbages should not be dumped here and there, there should be a dustbin in the corner of a society. And also we can say that you and me, we should become proper aware person, so that we should not do later here and there. So that's the general thing, is that public wellness and hygiene should be also one of the matter of the nutrition diet, as well as the living style should be also very healthy and clean. So therefore we can say that prohibition of the harmful drugs. Now if the name is drugs coming, you might be thinking about the several drugs, but if I talk about the harmful drugs, then their soft drinks are also included in this category. Cigarettes are also there, BDs are also there. So if they're produced by a state government, they should be stopping these kinds of things, they should be stopped that kind of thing. A completely ban should be coming over these kinds of things. And also we can say that provisions should be made to stop these kinds of manufacturing factories too here, because they're actually addicting towards the people who are actually going to die after some time, and their families are going to ruin out after some time. So therefore we can say that prohibition of the harmful drugs should be also not related toward the industries, towards the public development, because it is haphazard mannerly used by the people and they are dying also. So therefore we can say that to preserve the environment, at least amendment thereby taking care of the forest vegetation, and the policy should be made out here. It means that amendment should be made. See my dear student, rules are made to be broken. Like these kinds of theories are working in the Indian state of the people mind, but actually it is a wrong theory. Rules are made. You need to understand that rules are actually made to make India proper, to make one's health proper. And if you don't take it seriously, then you are gonna suffer there. So therefore I can say that here rules are the basic key factor which we need to provide, and which we need to support also, which we need to obey also, so that only vegetation of the forest, plant, trees, animals, human beings, flora and fauna could be protected out. Without the vegetation, our atmosphere is also gonna become zero. They are going to become zero. Nothing is there, and we will die extinctively. So therefore we need to understand that these all the factors are related to the hygiene here. Now this is not an end. I will make you explain about more in the detail in the page number 70. As I'm reading the page number 70, you can focus in your textbook here. Hygiene, see, fourth topic, hygiene environment, okay, should be created. Hygienic environment means what? A free space environment where some kinds of good atmosphere could be generated by us. So therefore we can say that working areas of the labor should be also safe enough. It should not be like smoky, dirty, then poisonous area, or we can say the area which is also related towards the dirtiness area, where they can deteriorate their health. Whenever we are deteriorating our health, or we can say health, generally we need to understand that actually health is making us to survive very badly, and we are not able to go to the job also. So economically also we are loaded out, means financial crises are also there. So we need to start making ourselves healthy. Therefore we can say entertainment provisions should be also taken kind, social and cultural development festivals should be also measured out here. And therefore we can say that maintaining the health, there should be health camp also in the villages. To maintain the health, there must be a health camp, and there must be some kinds of doctors who can be supporting all the people or examining the people in the free of cost. So this all the lecture is depending upon the theory, where I can say that it is a general basic form. which a country needs to provide, which a country need to get into it here. It's a general basic form. And also we can say that thus the principles providing the guidance should be taken in the state policy. Not only the principles providing the guidance, it should be also like in the category how the principles are working. If you're thinking what is the meaning of principle, I would like to share with you the detail that the meaning of principle is the protocol, rules, regulations. So we can say that to the directive principles advising future society also, it should be advised by the government, revised by the government to the directive society also, so that future generation could be also working well here. Upliftment of the society can be also done here, protection of the society can be also done here. And we can say that in this it can be extended towards the state leadership too here. Means every state should come forward to protect its own zone. One day India will be protected. No need to protect India. You just protect your state, make clean your state, develop your state, India will be developing here. So therefore we can say that a fundamental right makes existence of the democracy, while directive principles of the society is also one of the finance related important decisions which are taken in that here. And also we can say that international democratic relations or the internal democratic policies are also studied under these kinds of rules and regulations, where we can say politically also, economically also, healthily, educationally, culturally also we can become very good enough in front of all the people of the world here, or all the countries of the world here. And also we can say that there is no opposition between them, both of them complete are each other. Means who are the complete with each other? We can say democratic policies, or we can say state policies, and the policies which are actually helping to upliftment of a lifestyle of a human being in India and whole of the India too here. So this lecture was all depending upon the fundamental duties, rights, principles of the state policies and provisions and all. I hope you understood the lesson, my dear students, and I also hope that you got the basic example. But before finishing the lesson, because this is the end part of the lesson, I would like to tell you that always clean your society, always clean your surroundings, always be healthy, eat healthy, and also whenever India is calling for the war, we should join them for the war, because this nation has given us maximum things, and now it's our turn to support the nation whenever it needs the demand. So we'll see you in the next lecture of the fresh new lesson, and till then you can take care, keep revising students. We'll meet soon. Until then you can also revise these kinds of details, theories. Also you can do some of the research or the Google to get the current data, where you can generate your knowledge booster to here. Take care and wish you very good luck about this lesson. Jai Hind.